Most things that we ride have 2 wheels or 4 wheels, but this one has 3.
Welcome back to The Ride Show. I'm Nick Miles and I'm with Sean from SK Northwest. Now Sean, thanks for coming in the studio. What does SK Northwest do?
We're a power sports dealership located here in Portland.
So you have all the fun stuff?
Lots of fun stuff. ATVs, snowmobiles, watercraft, and of course motorcycles.
Now, you say of course motorcycles, although this doesn't actually appear to be a motorcycle when you first look at it.
Fair enough. BRP introduced this new thing called a Can-Am Roadster. It's kind of a combination between a convertible sports car with all the safety of the auto industry, but still that open-air motorcycle-like feel.
So it's a fun vehicle that you can get out in the air with, but at the same time have a lot more safety features.
That's right.
Now I noticed at the front here it looks a little bit like a Ski-Doo.
Yes, the same manufacturer that makes Ski-Doo snowmobiles that makes this, and you're right, our front end and our instrumentation allow the same similarities to our snowmobiles.
And is that a trunk up front there?
It is. This front area opens up, so we could actually put 2 helmets inside there, so we have a large storage trunk up in the front.
Now it looks like, from this point of view, very motorcycle-ish. You actually have the handlebars here, but it doesn't steer like a motorcycle, does it?
It does not lean like a traditional motorcycle. It has a power steering, though, at the slower speeds.
Now you can get 2 passengers on there. Is enough room for that?
Yes, we have enough room to add a second passenger, and the vehicle actually senses a second person and will adjust for weight as well.
Now let's talk about some of those mechanics on the inside. What's that engine?
It's a 990cc fuel-injected V-twin, and it's made by Rotax.
Now, and the body itself is also fairly new too, and it's a new kind of technology, right?
Yeah, they're using a new frame on it. It has this wraparound kind of rectangular tubing that goes around it, and the new frame lightens the vehicle up by about 23 pounds. We have 109 less weld points than a traditional motorcycle, and of course it is a lot stronger.
And it's fairly safe too compared to a motorcycle, right?
Yeah, they got together with Bosch and they added a lot of safety items to it, like of course ABS brakes we've seen more commonly in the industry today, but it also has things like stability control and traction control, and it's just going to make the vehicle a lot more enjoyable and safer for everybody.
So really riding this, you have a lot more features than you would on a regular motorcycle.
It's true.
All right, let's take a look at some of the instrument panel here. Now this looks fairly traditional here. What are these 3 buttons on this side?
Over here we have the electric start, there's a hazard switch and the kill switch.
And in the middle, your regular key, and on the left-hand side?
It has high and low beams, the turn signal, a horn, and of course this was our semi-automatic version. There's 2 transmission options. One's a manual and this is a semi-automatic. And just by toggling through with our thumb or our finger, we can go through the gears. And of course it also has reverse.
Excellent. For this sort of instrument cluster, pretty traditional, right?
Yep, it just gives our miles per hour, our tach. It has some big digital display in the center, and of course goes through the basic things you'd expect on a motorcycle.
So Sean, who's riding these and what sort of license do you need for them?
In Oregon, we need a motorcycle endorsement to operate these. In a place like California, just a traditional driver's license would be adequate.
Now, if you want to get into a Can-Am Spyder, or I should say onto a Can-Am Spyder, what sort of money is it going to cost me?
Somewhere between $16,000 to $20,000 based on the transmission type and the color. That's what changes.
And the color, so it's more expensive to have the fun colors, right?
Right, of course.
So if you want to try one of these, you want to take a closer look at one, where do we go?
Just come down to the corner of 15th and Northeast Sandy Boulevard. That's where our dealership is, and bring your motorcycle endorsement, and we'll go for a test ride.
Sounds like fun. Go visit those guys, and I'm sure they'll at least let you sit on one.
When the Ride Show returns, we're going to take a look at a legendary British sports car. This is light, bright, and boy will it move on a dime. It's the all-powerful Lotus Elise, when lap 4 of the Ride Show returns.